We are here after I feel like years have passed by with Alex Jeffries. Alex, welcome back to the show.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here, my friend.
Alex is one of the guys that I have known for literally like years. I want to say more than 10 years now, a long, long time in this internet marketing space. He's always been one of these guys that has done very, very well online. It's very interesting. I'll give you guys a little side story here. Alex is probably one of the like least tech savvy people that I had known in the past, but apparently he's coming up like and actually learning the stuff now. So this is very interesting. You're kind of like an example of a regular person that has gone from not knowing anything because it can get very confusing, all this AI stuff that's come out, all this crazy software, but you've gone ahead and I know that you've gotten better and you've learned a lot and you made a lot of money without it as well. But anyways, I'm going to read off the headline for the product we're going to be talking about here today, which is about AI. And it says here, discover how we charge $250 to $5,000 to help businesses get customers, even as beginners, thanks to AI doing 95% of the work. So, Alex, what is this all about? What have you learned? And why should we be excited?
Yeah, so first and foremost, everybody, I want to share with you this, that I'm going to treat you like adults. We have a few minutes here, and I'm going to, as I speak to Mike, Mike says, we haven't spoke for 10 years. And since then I've been behind the scenes, been doing a lot of big things, moved to America. And what I want to do is I want to get you to shift from being the market, all of you listening to this, to marketers, because that's how you make money. So if you're going to be around me, I want to help you make money. Okay. This isn't about just getting information or just kind of like sending you down the wrong path of AI. This is about making money. So the trends that I have seen in my lifetime, I didn't see the internet because I got on the internet, Mike, in 2004. So I didn't see the birth of the internet as an opportunity to make money. That was a trend. Then there
Mhm.
was the social media trend. And I saw that and I decided to not make money with it. And now looking back in hindsight, that was very stupid of me because I didn't understand trends back then. I didn't understand economics. And then I saw the e-com and I didn't really want to do it because I sell information. But now there's this trend of AI. And we're hearing it everywhere. And all I can tell you is this is the biggest shift in wealth. And all of us can get so rich with it. I literally moved from my dream home in San Diego to here in Las Vegas to be close to somebody who's at the forefront of it. And that's my business partner, Mike Marin. And just to give you a quick backstory, why I said I'm going to treat you like adults. I don't love you as much as my son. But I tell my son the brutal truth. And Mike, my son's 18, if you remember Cameron. I had these two young children, running around the office when you knew
Mhm.
me. Cameron's 18, and he's now signing up clients doing this and quit his job. Now, I'm not teaching him, Mike's teaching him. I put him into Mike's program, and Mike's the person who's leading the AI cash
The other
cow.
Mike, Mike Marin, not me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah. So and this is how it come about. My son sees me making money. I live the lifestyle. I'm traveling around the world. So my son wants to have a piece of it. But I'm coaching now, Mike, like a lot of the marketing gurus that you know. So I'm teaching people who are running 7 and 8 figure businesses. I haven't been teaching beginners for the past 10 years.
Mhm.
So I don't really know how to teach my son. Like I don't know what's what right now at the beginner level for him. So I'm like, so my son's looking around and he gets scammed a few times. I get very annoyed, Mike. He buys a few products, I think like $47 and stuff, but he's getting scammed. I'm like, all right, listen, let me figure out who's got what. Let me have put my ear to the ground. And then I was over Mike Marin's house last year, just as a friend. We're like dear friends, one of my best friends. I'm over his house and I'm sitting by his pool, and he says to me, do you want to come and join my coaching class? And I'm like, sure, I'll jump on the class with you. And I think, Mike, I'm just going to go and add value, help people, and that's it. When I get on the class, I didn't realize that there was going to be all of these beginners on there making high ticket recurring. Like they were selling like things for like $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, and they're all freaking beginners. Mike, you've known me forever. I've coached thousands of people. I've never seen beginners having this kind of success. I'm like, when the class finished, I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Mhm.
As soon as the call went down, I'm like, what's up here? And obviously they were using AI. And I was like, got it. Because AI is just pure leverage. When you can understand the tool, like how to like write an email with AI, like how to write this, like everything can be done with AI. The advantage is huge. So
And it levels the playing field too, by the way, because you don't have to be an expert anymore to be able to write an expert level email or to
Mike,
create any of that content.
exactly. My son's 18 and he's writing like a really high-class copywriter. That was not possible a few years ago. My son would not have this opportunity at 18 without leveraging AI. Impossible. Like you know, you saw all the letters I wrote back in the day, the sales letters, the funnels I wrote. You saw all that, Mike.
Hmm.
Like that takes craftsmanship. That takes art. That takes skill. It takes years.
Couldn't agree
Now
more.
AI can do it, bro. Now AI can do it for you. It
I
just
can I can
it's
go and I can take your sales letters that you did years ago, put them into AI and tell it that I want a sales letter like Alex Jeffries, but I want this to be changed a little bit. Like if you know how to tell it what to do, it can I can clone you.
but and going even deeper than that, what Mike, by the way, everybody, highly recommend picking up the AI Cash Cow. Mike's a super genius. He's one of the smartest guys I know. Like when I moved to Las Vegas, these are the books that I traveled with. I brought these. Like there's his library's like guy's super duper smart, right? So here's the thing. Mike, it isn't about just grabbing my old sales letters and saying rewrite them. It's getting the sales letters and saying, and Mike teaches all this kind of stuff. It's like saying, well, who's the persona?
Mhm.
What's Alex? Who's Alex actually speaking to? What pains is he addressing? What problems is he solving? What is his offer? How would you replicate this offer? Like we made millions of dollars with our stuff back then. Like AI can actually tell you, like, oh, this is what they were doing, and this is how you'd replicate in 2025. It just blows my mind. So, um, any questions? But I can tell you some, some like facts why I went all in on this.
What exactly is inside of AI Cash Cow? Like what are they getting if they decide to purchase this?
Yeah, perfect. So, a few things. Number one, most importantly, you're going to learn skills to pay the bills for the rest of your life. So when I'm teaching my son, I'm not saying, hey, go down these avenues and buy into these different opportunities. I'm saying you got to learn the skill of direct response copywriting and you got to learn the skill of sales. You got to understand these or you're at the mercy of everybody else. And then, well, what are you going to sell? Well, now we recommend selling AI offers. So offers that are created by AI and delivered by AI. And as long as you can learn how to do that, AI can do the work. So pretty much, Mike, there's three levels to the business. There always has been when I started out. I got my company to the Inc. 5000 list, focus on this. I've coached so many people on this. Lead sales service. That's it. That's the business. Leads sales
Things haven't
service.
changed that much if you really bring
Nothing's
it
changed.
down to it, have they? I mean, it's the same thing. It's just the cover, the book cover has changed. The tools have changed a little bit. It's
Tools have
actually
changed.
maybe even easier now in 2025 than it was years back when you were teaching it at that time. I mean, and it's proof that it's easier because when you were in that class with Mike Marin and his students, and they're making all this money. People are getting results faster than they were when you were doing this years ago.
You couldn't have done this. The people in the class couldn't have done it years ago. It was impossible. So the fact that it's easier, but here's the thing. The just because it's easier doesn't mean that you're lazy. And that like
Mhm.
a lot of this market, I'm just saying I'm going to speak to you like adults. We only have minutes here, is that a lot of people are lazy and they fear failure and they equate failure to death. But like, no, failure is actually not death. Failure is learning. Like, I'm 21 years in the game and I'm still failing. Like, failure is part of the game, but you fail forward. So what Mike teaches in the program is really understanding like the $10,000 a month game plan. You've got to get there. That's like base one for my son, 18. Like 10,000 a month. You grow from beyond there, fine. But what is that game plan? What are the skills and how are you leveraging AI to actually apply those skills? And, you know, I think selling these offers, there's two businesses. There's the business. I'll tell you the greatest opportunity that I've seen and why I told my son not to follow in my footsteps and follow Mike's footsteps. So my footsteps is information marketing. I sell
Mhm.
information products. I sell, I have membership sites and yada yada. With Mike, what Mike's got where he's actually not teaching like people how to make money online. But he's going out there and actually helping businesses with their marketing. People who've already got money and actually they've got a problem. And I call the problem the core four. Number one, These businesses know they need to be marketing online, but they're not. Number two, they don't want to do it themselves. They actually hate the thought of even doing it themselves. Number three, they're willing to pay somebody to do it and they have the resources. And number four, you can leverage AI to do it. That's how my son just went out there and got a th 350 pounds a month deal yesterday, Mike. Like recurring, 350 pounds
What
a
is that
month.
to dollars? That's
Like
470, well, almost $500 a month.
$500 a month. Free lead. He got a free lead. He closed the lead and it's going to pay him about $500 a month. And he's going to leverage AI to do the work.
So he doesn't even have to actually really do the work. You can use AI to do it. But you need to know how to get the client. You need to know we have to have like you need to solve a problem for them, and you need to be able to do it without having to do all the work yourself.
Yes, but here's what I'm going to say. I'm writing a book right now, Mike, and the core premise of my book is that you become so valuable that you never need a job ever again. And you work hard on yourself because your business will never outgrow your personal development. So if you feel like you're not going to work hard on something, somebody's going to eat your lunch. So let's just be clear about that. You're going to work hard on the skills to pay the
Mhm.
bills, but you're going to work hard to learn how to leverage AI. You're going to work hard to understand what good copy is. You're going to work hard to understand like how to close deals. You're going basically like you
1 second, Alex.
all good, my
I'll
brother.
I'll cut that out 1 second.
You don't have to cut out.
No, I'll cut it out. Sorry about that. It's
All good.
Amazon. Amazon cutting in. Okay, 1 second. So, Alex, as far as like there's a front end offer that people are going to get if they purchase this, and that's
Yep.
going to give them the everything they need in order to kind of start this business model out. But of course, I know there's going to be upsells and upgrades and whatnot. So walk us through how that's going to look. What kind of OTOs are there?
Yeah, so first and foremost, there's case studies of regular people doing this. They're going to be the first upsell. And then there's going to be if you want to, which th be thrown in the deep end, which is basically social ads. So doing paid ads for these businesses, like that's one of the upsells, and
Okay.
that is the hardest tr skill to learn, but that's the one that pays the most.
Okay.
So that's where we made my son start was there because it's the hardest. Everything's easier after that. Okay. Then also there's another upsell which is called Force 42, which is the recordings of one of our past 8 week boot camps, which basically Mike teaches you how to be a force in the market in 42 days, so in 6 weeks. So basically, how to get everything set up and running in 42 days. And there's another upsell where it's how to get leads, so just free traffic. So basically, that's called cold to sold. So everything's in AI cash cow, and then you have those upsells there where it's just like it's more advanced stuff. And by the way, those programs are normally like 500,000. They're actually like, 5,000. They're actually real expensive things we put in here, and the results are tremendous, Mike.
Well, I know that he normally charges a lot more for teaching this type of stuff, which is
Yeah.
surprising. I mean, he's giving away a lot of his like this is the keys to his business. And this is stuff that it's important because I know that he actually does this, and it's also nice to see that he has real proof of other people actually doing it as well. So sometimes people think, "Oh, well, you're really smart. That's why you've had so many years of experience. That's why you're able to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't." But it sounds like if you're willing to learn something, I like that you say that. Like there are skills to learn. You still have to learn, even though we're using tools to do it. You still need to learn something. You have to use your brain a little bit, but it's something that regular people can do.
Uh, Look, as long as you're this is what I say, as long as you're willing and able. You have to be willing and able. And then you have to be hungry because nobody's coming to save us.
Yeah.
And fear is the biggest thing. Stop it. Like everyone watching this, like fear is holding you back. Oh, this, oh, I don't want to. Yeah. Look, it's very simple. AI is coming to disrupt the whole business landscape. Businesses are absolutely terrified right now. There is pain tearing through the business world because of AI. Like, if you don't understand it, you won't be able to see it. But it's happening. I look at business. I analyze business all day, every day. We are in a supply and demand misbalance. So why do I think AI offers, selling AI offers? Because imagine, Mike, going back in the day and selling websites when the internet started,
Hmm.
and all of the businesses coming online. There was more businesses than people selling websites. Now, selling websites is kind of difficult. You can
Yeah.
do it, but it is not the same as when the internet, the birth of the internet. Okay. The same with social media. Like when that trend happened, there was this massive demand for like these services. Now there's most probably billions of freaking people helping like with social media.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that trend's gone. But AI, the trend is right there in front of us. Like, and it will go, like this time shall pass. But right now we're ahead of it. And I believe that me personally, my focus is because everybody's got to like go after your own and don't be afraid of like I focus on income and impact. Like I went to that JV Zoo event the other day, Mike, and I was there. Like my old person who worked for me now run the event. My peers were there, my JV partners there, my affiliates there, my students were there. I had fans there. I've made an impact, right, on the whole JV Zoo community, like the Warrior Forum community. I've made an impact on those people's lives. But like income first. Like I don't lie, like income. I'm here to make money. Like that's the score. And then impact. Those two things. Don't be scared of that. So learn how to be valuable, go and add value, and watch people throw money at you. It's very simple, right? So yeah, so we teach all of this type of stuff in there. Mindset stuff, what offer, how to get free traffic, and how to make sales, and how to actually deliver the service with AI, but you have to be a hard-working person to go after your success. And I'll end it on that.
Alex, again, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there anything else, anything we missed, anything you wanted to mention?
I love you. I'm so glad we haven't
It's,
spoke for
it's
like
been
10.
really nice to catch up with you. I mean, Alex is one of these guys that when I first got started, we kind of were there at the same time, and I've seen over and over again Alex's success stories. I'm friends with people that have gone through Alex's programs and come out the other side and done very very well. So
Yeah.
if you're looking to learn from someone that actually cares that and is actually gets results
Yep.
then I know that Alex actually cares and gets results for people. So, again, thank you so much for coming on the show and
Good seeing you, mate.
best of luck with your launch.